Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX wave report. Some gnarly and crumbly and choppy 2 to 4 foot waves roll in here off the North Atlantic Ocean. We've got strong northwesterly winds blowing in the range of 20 to 30 miles an hour, and that's generating a high angle swell coming out of the northwest at 4.6 foot and 5 seconds. And as you can see here, as we look at some of the backs of the waves, it's having to wrap around, and so that's what's generating that high angle that you can see as we're basically looking across the wave faces as we look to the south and east. Up and down the Outer Banks, we've got 2 to 4 foot plus waves right now up here in Nag's Head. I'd say I call this more like 2 to 3 foot, and with maybe some larger swells, larger waves wrapping in on the set. Further to the south, larger waves in the 4 foot plus range in some locations. Primary swell right now out of the northwest at between 4 and 5 foot and around 5 seconds. Northwesterly winds once again blowing at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Air temperatures right now in the mid 40s, maximum temperatures in the low 50s. Ocean water temperatures cold at around 46 degrees to the north and 52 degrees south. For the east facing beaches, we've got low tides this morning. We had low tides this morning between 8 and 9. For tomorrow morning, we're looking forward to a low tide between 9 and 10 a.m. and high tide today around 1 to 2 p.m., which is about now. So these are the conditions that we can continue to expect throughout the day. Choppy, strong northwesterly winds, cold, high angle surf, and crumbly with those winds coming in on the backs of the waves there. Okay, on Sunday for tomorrow, we're looking at up and down the Outer Banks 1 to 3 foot and clean, smaller to the north, larger to the south, transitioning to choppy waves as we get some stronger southwest winds blowing later in the day. Primary swell coming in out of the northeast at 2 to 3 foot for tomorrow and about 6 seconds. Winds starting off from the west light at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, shifting more to the southwest later at 10 to 15, possibly some 20 mile per hour gusts. Temperatures in the mid 40s, so cold tomorrow with some clouds. And on Monday, 0 to 3 foot and building with choppy conditions as winds pick up out of the northeast at 20 to 30 miles per hour. We expect a northeasterly swell in the range of 2 to 4 foot and building, and temperatures for Monday in the mid 40s with some clouds and sun. On Tuesday, waves expected to continue to build with choppy conditions with waves in the range of 3 to 6 foot on Tuesday. Primary swell expected out of the northeast at 4 to 6 foot and around 6 seconds. And northeasterly winds continuing to be strong at 20 to 30 miles per hour. These wave predictions might be undershooting the what we will see on Tuesday with those strong northeasterly winds. I would expect it more like 3 to 7 foot with some possible 8 footers, but the forecast zeroing in on 3 to 6 foot. Highs in the upper 40s and clouds and sun. And on Wednesday, 5 to 8 foot plus, probably maybe even 5 to 9, maybe some 10 footers in there with choppy conditions and a swell out of the east northeast at 8 to 9 foot and 10 seconds. Winds out of the north 10 to 20 miles per hour, highs in the low 50s, clouds and sun. Okay, so what's the overall story? Choppy today, clean tomorrow, and then northeasterly winds building the surf Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. By Wednesday, we expect big and gnarly and choppy stuff. All right, so thank you for joining me for this brief Saturday, February the 17th session of the OBX Wave Report. If you do get out there, bring a board that can handle some choppy stuff, possibly a mid-range board or a long board or a fishy board or a kind of hybrid board. It's going to be softer, crumblier, high angle surf, which is what you see right now in the 2 to 4 foot range today, but cleaning up tomorrow, getting glassy. And then once again, we've got a regime of building surf starting Monday and heading on into Wednesday with gnarly conditions and strong northeasterly winds. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I am going to try and put together a special OBX Wave Report session later today, looking at predictions for the Atlantic in summertime, specifically looking at hurricane potential. And I did speak about this earlier, and I'll put an asterisk on this. It could be a very stormy summer as far as hurricanes go, and we're going to get into that more tonight. All right, so thank you for joining me once again, and I will be back.